This apicomplexan would, in the human host, this apicomplexan would already undergo both asexual and sexual reproduction. And saan ang habitat niya? Sa cytoplasm of small intestine epithelial cells. Simply put, ang habitat niya ay small intestine. Pwede niyo nang ilagay yun sa inyong table na ang habitat ay ng Cystoisospora belli ay small intestine. There are three There are three important species under Cystoisospora, or ang old name kasi nito ay Isospora. Ay lagay nyo sa relevant information. The old name for Cystoisospora belli is Isospora belli. And under the Isospora genus, meron ding Isospora natalensis and Isospora hominis. However, yung Isospora belli, pangalan niya na ngayon ay Cytoisospora belli. Tapos yung Isospora hominis, under na siya ngayon ng Sarcocystis. Sarcocystis hominis na siya ngayon. Kaya, yan, yun yung mga important information about these three recognized human parasites. When we are talking about coccidians, importante na alam natin yung biology ng oocyst kasi most, if not all, majority of the coccidians, the infective and diagnostic stage would be the oocyst. Kaya dahil ito ang diagnostic stage nila, dapat alam natin yung mga important characteristics or unique characteristics nila. Also, hindi lang sila again diagnostic, infective stage din sila for almost all coccidians. Kaya dapat alam na alam natin yung itsura at characteristics nila. Ano ang itsura ng oocyst ng Cystoisospora belli? It's ellipsoidal, may pagka-oblong. Tapos it is made up of two sporocysts with four sporozoites each. Again, it is made up of two sporocysts and four sporozoites each. All in all, ilang sporozoid ang pwede natin makita sa isang Cystoisospora belli? Sa isang sporocyst, meron daw 4 na sporozoid at sa isang oocyst, merong 2 sporocyst. Kaya ilan ang total sporozoid na pwede natin makita? Total ay 8. Ayan, bakit 6? Ayan, 8 siya kasi. Ayan, kung bibilangin natin, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan, 8 sporozoids po yan. Doon sa ating dulo ng table nakalagay, autofluorescence. Ay, nag-autofluoresce ba ang Cystoisospora belli? Answer is yes. Ay, pwede nyo ilagay sa table nyo, yes or positive. Anong microscope ang ginagamit para ma-appreciate ang autofluorescence ng mga parasite or coccidians natin? Nagamit tayo ng UV microscope. Pwedeng itanong yun na, anong klaseng microscope ang pwedeng gamitin para mag-exhibit ng autofluorescence ang mga coccidian? UV microscope. Madali lang naman ang kanyang life cycle. It begins with the ingestion of mature oocysts with sporozoites inside. So mature or sporulated oocyst ang infective stage. It will now go to the small intestine. The oocyst will rupture and undergo sexual and asexual reproduction, releasing the new generation of oocyst in the stool sample. However, ang mga oocyst na lumalabas sa stool sample ay immature pa or unsporulated pa. Meaning, they have to spend some time in the environment first before they become mature and infective again. Pag tinanong kayo, what kind of oocyst is produced in the fecal sample or in the small intestine of the human host, immature or unsporulated. Clear po ba yun, O1? Bakit natin to ini-emphasize? Kasi iba-iba per coccidian. Mamaya makakakita kayo na pagka-produce sa small intestine, mature na agad. Meron din namang, ayun nga, immature at kailangan sa environment pa magiging infective. Kaya dapat madidistinguish natin kung sino-sino or kung which is which. Okay? So, O1, clear po ba yun? Okay, wait lang po ah. Okay, and let us proceed. And for the symptoms and pathogenesis, syempre, intestinal infection siya, kaya it can cause gastrointestinal distress, severe dysentery or bloody diarrhea, abdominal pain, weight loss, weakness, malaise, and anorexia. And this can also cause eosinophilia. Pag tinanong kayo, what is the WBC that increases in parasitic infection? The answer is eosinophil. At dahil nadadamage yung ating mga small intestine enterocytes or intestinal cell, nagkakaroon din ng malabsorption causing increased fecal fat. Alam niyo ba kung anong term ang ginagamit sa fatty stool or stool with fecal fat? Familiar ba kayo sa term na steatorrhea? Okay, so ang pangalan ng stool with increased fecal fat seen in malabsorption is steatorrhea. Spelling ay ganito. Yan, yun ang tawag dyan. And then, this disease is a common presentation of HIV or AIDS. Therefore, it is seen in immunocompromised individuals. Actually, this is a general parang information across our intestinal coccidians. And that one of the reasons why it is important to be discussed is because for immunocompromised individuals, kung normally, in normal individuals or immunocompetent individuals ay mga mild infection lang to, mas severe sila or mas malala or pwede sila maging life-threatening for HIV patients or people living with HIV. Kaya, in a way, may pagka-opportunistic sila kasi kapag tayo, normal lang, pero pag sa mga immunocompromised, mas severe. Kaya, important siya na naintindihan natin or importante siya na di-discuss sa class. Kaya in the succeeding parasites, may kita ulit natin na ayun, yung immunocompromised, HIV, lalabas at lalabas siya sa mga succeeding parasites natin. Lastly, these oocysts are stable or resistant and they may persist to 120 days in the environment. For the diagnostic methods, etong tatlong to, lagi natin siyang makikita for all intestinal coccidians. Ano siya? Mainstay techniques to. Stool examination, Sheeter's sugar flotation technique, and acid-fast staining. Aside from autofluorescence, all intestinal coccidians are acid-fast organisms. Again, all intestinal coccidians are acid-fast. Additional methods, pwede din natin silang makita sa enteral test and UV microscopy. Ano ang pwede natin ma-appreciate in UV microscopy O1? Ano pwede natin makita pag nilalagay natin yung smear sa UV microscope? Anong feature or characteristic ng Cystoisosporabel? Answer is autofluorescence. Ayan, dito natin ma-appreciate yung autofluorescence ng Cystoisospora belli. Anong itsura ng Cystoisospora belli sa fecal smear o sa stool examination? Ganito. Anong itsura niya sa UV microscope? Ganyan. Anong itsura niya sa acid-fast stain? Lagi niyong tatandaan na acid-fast organisms always appear red against a blue background. Again, all acid-fast organisms appear red against a blue background. Parang yung mga nakikita nyo sa picture na to. And then, alam nyo ba to? These are Charcot-Leyden crystals and they are associated with eosinophilia. Discuss natin to sa lesson 2 kung natatandaan nyo. Charcot-Leyden crystals associated with eosinophilia. For the treatment, here are the drugs that can be used. Epidemiology, this parasite is present in areas with poor sanitation, tropical and subtropical countries with poor sanitation. And it is a causative agent of diarrhea in daycare centers and mental institutions. Kung isipin nyo sa mga facilities na to, maraming tao, medyo hindi naman talaga nababantayan, poor yung hygiene, kaya prevalent yung Cystoisospora belli in these facilities. Okay, and that is for our first parasite. Any questions so far? O1. May questions ba so far? Okay, let us proceed. Next would be the Sarcocystis species. It has two species, Sarcocystis hominis and Sarcocystis sui hominis. So may color coding siya. Magagamit natin yan later. So yung hominis, it is seen or obtained from undercooked beef, while sui hominis is acquired from eating undercooked pork meat. Again, pag hominis, beef, pag sui hominis, pork. The mode of transmission for this parasite is again ingestion of the raw meat. Habitat is small intestine and there are two hosts for this parasite. Merong animal host and human host. For humans, pwede silang maging definitive or intermediate host. Mamaya explain natin yan. But again, for humans, they may serve as either definitive or intermediate host. Para mas maalala natin, tandaan lang natin ang kulay ng Knorr cubes. Alam niyo ba, pag nag-grocery kayo, ang Knorr cubes, beef Knorr cubes ay color maroon. Kaya yung hominis, kinulayan natin siya ng maroon. Tapos, yung Knorr pork cubes, color pink siya. Kaya kinulayan natin yung sui hominis ng pink. Para maalala niyo na pag hominis, beef, kapag sui hominis, pork. Okay. Next. Ano ulit ang very universal, ayan, diagnostic stage ng coccidians, oocyst, or at least ng intestinal coccidia. Ano itsura nila sa microscope? Meron pa din naman silang 2 sporocysts with 4 sporozoids each, but it is known to have refractile residual body. Yung mga bilog-bilog na yan, yan yung mga refractile residual body. And nag-autofluoresce ba sila? Yes. Pakilagay po sa table sa semifinal assignment. Yes or positive for autofluorescence ang Sarcocystis species. However, aside from the oocyst, meron pa tayong important na infective stage ng Sarcocystis species, and that would be the bradyzoid. By the way, ito pala yung autofluorescence ng autofluorescence ng Sarcocystis species. And another unique characteristic pala is that here we can see that the sporocysts are usually cemented together. Kaya magkadikit sila dito, magkadikit din sila dito. That's also a nice to know information at pwedeng ilagay sa semifinal assignment. Muntik ko na makalimutan. Okay, next, aside from oocyst, meron pa tayong isang very important na life stage ng um, Sarcocystis, and that would be the brachyzoid. Wait lang, I'll just restart my oh what? Am I still here? Can you still hear me? Okay. I'll just restart my computer ha, kasi nag-error na siya. Wait lang, I'll be back. Break muna tayo. It's 9:25. I'll try to be back by 9:30. Just restart my laptop. Thank you. See you.